All right. Hi and welcome everyone. This is Walt Bayliss with you. I'm so excited to be here today. This is an amazing presentation. Watching that countdown timer, I wanted to start that thing a couple of minutes ago, just waiting for those last final minutes, but holding off because I'm expecting everybody to jump in here late. I know that we've all put webinars in our systems and then life takes over and oh my God, the webinar's starting. So I can still see those numbers jumping. Hi, welcome. I'm so pleased to see you here. Do me a favor, guys. Let's start this the right way. If you've got video and voice, if you can hear and see me, just drop a 1 in the chat box. Let me know you're here. And that way we know that we've got everything running the right way. No tech issues. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Look at all the ones coming through. Wow. So many people, guys. Now, wow, I've never seen a chat box scrolling so fast. We really have so many people on the line right now. If I don't get to answer all the questions as they are asked, just drop them in and we'll make sure that we get back to you if there's anything that you need to know as we're walking through. This presentation is for a program created by Steve Ben, and Steve is here answering questions as well. I'm going to be running the presentation, and Steve's here specifically to answer questions that you might have. And if you're watching this as a replay, so if you're watching this live, Steve's here answering questions, fire away. If you're watching after the initial and it's a replay, great to have you with us as well, and still send your questions and we'll make sure that you get those answers back through to you as fast as possible. Now, you've all seen the emails. You've registered because somebody sent you an invitation. It was something about creating bigger customer benefits and lists and holding on to more customers and creating more money and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we're going to talk about. And I've got a quote there by a very, very famous person on the line, online. His name's Peter Drucker, created, I guess, the essence of marketing and sales. And as he said, the purpose of business is to create and keep a customer. And we're going to go into that a little bit further on, but predominantly we're here to talk about you and what we can build for you so that you can get more out of what you have already. Is that okay? In fact, let's start with that. Let's kick that off with why we're here. Because something about the emails that you receive, something about the message on the registration page, the fact of getting more, getting ahead, getting better results, tweaked your interest. And that's what brought you here, right? That's what created us here. And I know for myself, we're all busy. In fact, I don't know anybody that says, I've got so much free time, I wish I had more projects, right? I mean, that's just not a reality, is it? We all have crazy busy calendars. And you've chosen to be here because something said, I need to be on this webinar at this time. The message is to get ahead, to get better results, to get more, to make more money. And I think that's, considering the fact that we're all here for the same thing, me included, all right? We're all here looking at this saying, what can we do to help us in our current situation? And I think it's important for me to start in this way and say, right, let's define how we're going to see this webinar as a success, right? We're looking at this webinar, you're here with me, and I'll try and keep it interesting, okay? I always talk fast. I always tell people that you just need to listen faster, all right? But I always talk fast, I'll try and keep it interesting, but we're all here because we want to get ahead, is that right? So let's see if we can make sure that we cover that off with this webinar and we can say, this is going to make sure that this webinar is a success. Yes, I've got what I needed from it. So let's be specific. What does it mean to get ahead? Wherever you are right now, if you've started your online businesses, you already have a project online, drop a 1 in for me. If you've never done anything online, if you're kind of dipping your toes in the water, drop a 2 in the chat box for me. So something maybe you're already established, you've already got a product for sale, I can go and buy something from you right now, drop a 1. If you're just kind of getting started, dropping a 2. Okay, let me see, ones, 2s, just getting started, said Richard, you're in the right place. 1s, pretty much a combination. Okay, 1s and 2s. All right, I understood it. So what does it mean to get ahead? What it means is simple, right? It means we need more what? More money, more time. Guys, what do you think? What would help you, or what is it that you're looking for? What brought you to this webinar? And I promise I won't ask you to type, a long essay in the chat box here too many times during this presentation, but try and give me an idea about what you're looking for. Better customer retention. Okay, cool. You're spot on with that one. What about that? More dollars in the bank? I like it. Well, that's fairly, yeah, okay. Let's see what else we've got. Get ahead, yes. Let's see what else we have there. To get more customers to buy more often. Well done. Nice. We're in the right place. Okay. So I'm seeing lots of things there, but I'm seeing, as said, guys, I've never seen a chat box scrolling so fast, but I'm seeing lots of things there that relate to a few kind of core specifics, and that's what I expected. And they all revolve around some pretty standard things, and they are money. Let's be honest and let's be clear. Let's be absolutely transparent. If we can get a bigger slice coming into our bank account, it's going to help achieve a lot more things. Is that right? If we have more money, and more money is a definition that it's different for every single person. For some people, it's going to be, look, if I could get an extra 100 a month, I'd be stoked. If I could get an extra 500, if I could change my sale price from, $5 to $500, I'd be thrilled. All the range of income needed is different. But the fundamental is the money side of things. We want to be able to get more financial well-being coming into our life, right? The second thing is time. All right, we want more time. That's also the definition of getting ahead. I want to be able to do more with what I'm creating. There's no point creating that income if I can't do more with it. The next is success. And again, that's going to be different for everyone. But this is what we're defining as our goals. Now, guys, I'm going to get right into the meat of this presentation, but I wanted to be very clear up front. Why are we here? We're here to achieve these things. And the last one that I've got there is freedom. All right. Let's get more money, more time, more success, more freedom. All of the surrounding elements of the emails you received to come and invite you to this presentation have all revolved around these core fundamentals, right? No matter what it is that caught your eye, this is what we're all trying to achieve. And that's our goal. And that's my goal with this webinar. And if that's okay with you, if it's okay with you that we're going to focus on all of the things that you saw in the invitation, creating better customers and retentions and more dollars and all that kind of stuff, but with the focus on getting this success mechanism going for you, that's our goal. If that's okay for you, just drop an okay in the chat box. All right, just drop okay. And I'll know that I'm in the right place. All right, so let's see. Okay. Cool. Great. I'm seeing a heck yeah. So that's great. All right, we're in the right place at the right time. Let's carry on. So those are the fundamentals of what we're trying to achieve. What are the ingredients for that? Let's really break this down. Now we're going to get into how we're going to make this happen right here on this webinar. So we talked about what are we trying to achieve? Goals, success, more money, time, all that kind of stuff. What are the ingredients? Now, understanding that it's about a 50-50 mix between people who already have something happening online, a business online that they want to grow, all right, and people who are just getting started. Let's be clear about the success ingredients that it takes to achieve those things we saw on the last screen, the money and the time and all that kind of stuff. What are the success ingredients? So I've got this pretty much broken down into this top section. What do we need to have more money and more time and more success? We need sales. And as ugly as that sounds, and I'm sorry if that's a shake-up and a wake-up for people, you need sales. You need transactions. You need something bought and something sold. Now, that might be, a transaction might not involve money. It might involve people joining your business or, recruiting the right people, or it might involve making a transaction. It might involve booking someone in for a coaching session. But you need something to sell, and then you need buyers for that something. That's how business works. That's how economies work. Something to sell and people who want to buy that something. Now, this particular webinar is not going to cover off the something to sell. Okay, I'm going to have to put that on you. I'm going to have to say there are so many things out there. You may all have products. I saw someone in the chat box before. People already have existing products. Right? You have that something to sell. You have your time, you have services, you have things. Now, if you don't have something to sell, there's plenty of webinars that show you how to find that. Okay? You can go literally to any search engine and you can type in whatever it is you're interested in. Let's say you're interested in soccer. You might be interested in football. You might be interested in wine tasting. So you could go to Google and just type in wine tasting and then a space and then the word affiliate program, and you can find programs in wine tasting, and I've literally done that, programs in wine tasting that pay a $600 commission, and now I have a product to sell. So finding something to sell is not what we're going to cover on this webinar, but we're going to cover the rest. How to make sales and more transactions and get more buyers for that something, all right? So in short, you need to find customers. You need to attract them in the best possible way, and then you need to convince them to purchase what you have. Attraction and conviction. Okay, you need to attract people to buy that thing that you have, whatever that thing might be. And you need to, once you've attracted them, they're looking at your item. Then you need to convince them that purchasing from you is a great decision. Okay, and if you can have those two elements, the attraction element and the conviction element, you're going to make sales. All right. And as we talk about creating that income, that freedom, the success and the money Making more sales will solve that. All right? Making more sales will solve that. All right? We're in the right place. But here's the puzzling question, though. Here's the puzzling question. Why would someone buy and then continue to buy from you when they have so much choice online? Okay? Here's the trouble that we're facing. There's literally so many products in any given space. And if you have something that's unique, you also face a problem of convincing people to buy because they haven't come across that kind of thing before. But the question is, with so much choice, what convinces someone to buy from you, from your web page, as opposed to every other web page they've seen? What convinces people to buy from your email out to your database list rather than every other email that's coming through in their inbox? What is the difference that makes people want to buy from you? And we're going to see if we can help you increase that in a massive way so that that no longer becomes a question for you. Okay, so that you don't have to struggle with with this element anymore. People want to buy from you. They want to buy from you again and again and again, and that's what we're going to cover off in this webinar. So once people come to you, the next question is then, how do you hold on to them? With all of that choice and all of that selection that's out there in the world, first we go down the attraction path. What's going to get people to come and see what you have? Next, we've said, what's going to help convince them to buy from you? And then, now that you have them, how do you hold on to those people? Because let me tell you, this is as a fact, and I'll keep this up onto the screen. Within business and whenever you're looking at creating new businesses, there's a metric which you've probably heard thrown about everywhere, and it's called CPA, all right? And some people will say that is a call to action, that's a CTA, but a CPA is a cost per acquisition. And what does that mean? How much does it cost to get a customer, all right? Now, what's really interesting is, and you guys will know this, I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted here, to keep a customer, an existing customer, is so much cheaper than finding a new customer. Okay? So I'll give you an example. We run several online businesses. Going out and advertising, our cost of acquisition, depending on the product, ranges from anywhere from about $2 for some of our cheaper end stuff, all the way up to about $114 is my highest cost per acquisition at the moment for the products that we have. Now that's how much it costs to get one single customer. Somewhere between 2 and 140. Now, everybody's business is going to vary. But how much does it cost to then have that customer buy something else from me? The answer is zero. So what if it costs $100 to get a customer and then I've sold them a product and it might be worth $100? So let's say I've got a product $100. It's cost me $100 to find a customer. I haven't made any money yet, have I? And business is not in business to not make any money. Even not-for-profits make money so that they can reinvest it. So businesses are not in business to not make money. I've got a $100 product. It's cost me $100 to find a customer. Am I in business? Well, the next part of the equation is the important part. Because now I've got that customer. If I can hold on to them, and if I can nurture them, and I can grow that customer to become not just a customer, but a loyal customer, an engaged customer, a fanatical customer about my products or services, when I come to that customer with my $500 product, it costs me zero to acquire them. And they love to buy that $500 product, and suddenly I have profitability, and now I have what we're all looking for. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so cost per acquisition. So what we talked about, how do we acquire them? What makes people choose you as opposed to everybody else that's in the marketplace? And once you've got that customer, how do you hold on to them? And perhaps you guys can tell me what word, the one word that this image sort of brings up in your mind, because that's the word that we're going to be talking about. Let's see if anyone can get it. What word, when you look at this image, what's the first thing that jumps into your mind? I'm seeing cute. Being cute won't help you get profits, but I appreciate it. Yes, loyalty. They got it. I got it. Loyalty is the issue. What makes people buy from you as opposed to anybody else? And what keeps that person continually and happily buying from you on an ongoing basis? And the word is loyalty. Now, I'm going to show you something amazing on this webinar and how to increase your profits by 400% using this word. Okay, so let's see. Let me give you this as an example. We're walking down the street, you and I, we're walking down the street. On one side of the street, on the left-hand side, There's an image that we're probably all familiar with. We all want to go and get a cup of coffee, and we're faced with these decisions. On the left-hand side is Starbucks, and on the right-hand side is Dunn Brothers, okay? Now, they both make different cups of coffee. They both have great taste and excellent service and all that kind of stuff. And you and I are standing there in this middle-of-the-road situation saying, which one are we going to choose? All right, where should we go? Which one will you choose? Because if all the stakes are even, now I can see people commenting that, some are bad and whatever. I'm not talking about the Java judgment panel right now, all right? I'm talking about just making a decision between two different companies. Okay, so all the coffee aficionados in the chat box, I appreciate your your commentary. But no, we're talking about simply making a choice. If we have two choices there and we say, with all things being equal, it's a pretty simple choice. All right, with all things being equal, it's a pretty even choice. It's 50-50 either way, we don't know. All right, but what if suddenly you reach into your phone or your wallet and you've got one of these, the Starbucks rewards card. You can see you get a star per visit. You've got 30 stars to go to get to gold. All right, you get 12 stars if you refer someone in. All right, you can see that I've got 300 more stars to get. I've got a whole bunch of goodies coming to me from the left-hand choice, okay? I've got a Starbucks rewards card. So now, which one will I choose out of those two choices? It's pretty simple, isn't it? One of them is going to give me more points towards my next purchase, towards a reward, towards something cool, towards the next level. I get to be gold, right? And the other one is just a coffee shop. Which one am I going to choose? It's pretty simple, isn't it? I'm going to choose the one that rewards me. That makes sense. If everything's equal, all right? And let's face it, you've got to have a good product to start with. If you absolutely hate Starbucks and you don't like their coffee, you're not going to become a Starbucks Rewards customer. You have to like the product first. Makes sense, right? But considering that, now we have a choice and we have liked the product initially, and now I've got a rewards and points system in place, my decision becomes easy. And of course, that is well known. And of course, that is well known to businesses all over the world. All over the world. If you've got the choice of a supplier, a vendor, something that you want to do a transaction with, and on the left-hand side, you've got one that rewards you with points and levels, and I can become a gold, platinum, diamond, hard card holder. And on the right-hand side, I've just got another choice. I'm going to go with the one that rewards me every time. And every business around the world knows that. It's not just Starbucks. It's hotels. Every single hotel group in the world offers their rewards and loyalty program because that's what drives their people coming back through the doors. It's not just hotels, it's airlines. Every airline has these membership clubs. When I fly, I make sure I fly with my points provider because I get my rewards. I get my next level. What about financial institutions? American Express and Visa and MasterCard are all pooling together for this loyalty. They want more of your dollars and they're prepared to reward you. And those rewards might not be tangible. They might just be achieving that next level. All right, I've gone from being a green Starbucks Rewards Club holder to a gold Starbucks Reward Club holder. And guess what I get? I get to be a gold Starbucks Rewards Club holder. All right, I get the prestige of the level. It hasn't cost anything. All right, there are obviously rewards, but my point being that sometimes people will just get that extra point or make that extra transaction just to be at the next level. Guys, am I on the right page? Have you guys had this experience? Can you? I'm sure I'm going to see the ones here, so I'm kind of asking a rhetorical question, but I just want to make sure everybody's still interested, and I haven't put you to sleep yet. All right. So drop a 1 in the chat box for me if you've made a purchasing decision because of a loyalty program that you belong to. All right, just drop a 1 in for me. If you are a like it could be anything, a coffee shop, hotel, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, I'm seeing the ones. All right, so I'm talking to the right ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep, thanks. Wow. All right. Woo. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So you've been there. We've all been there, right? We've made a purchasing decision because of a loyalty program that we belong to. It makes sense. Because you're gonna get those rewards. So hotels and flights and financial institutions and gas and service divisions and real retail environments. In fact, everybody that has got a card, everybody that's got a shop is going for the rewards card because they want to keep that customer and push that profit margin. Okay? There's such a massive, massive industry, such a massive knowledge behind all of these organizations, going back a slide, behind all of them, they know the value of this loyalty. They know it. And so everybody's got a program. And if they don't, they need to. So let me show you this one. This is an amazing infographic created by Invesp. And before everybody says I can't see it, I've got the larger version. So let's go. So why customer loyalty programs are important. Now I'm going to go through a few things here, statistics and trends. 61% of retailers cite the customer's retention as their biggest obstacle. Not finding customers, but keeping them. All right. 58% of all respondents buy from these stores and brands whose loyalty programs they belong to at least once a month. Whoa. What if everybody that you had bought from you again and again once a month? 5% increase in customer loyalty would increase the average profit per customer by 25 to 100%. Wow. Why customers join loyalty programs? 57% to save money and 37% to receive the awards. All right? 64% of retailers say that their loyalty and rewards program is the best way to connect with their consumers. They're loyal customers when they get to send them out something new. 69% of consumers say the choice of retailer is influenced by where they can earn their customer loyalty reward program points. That's the one I just asked you guys. 69%, let's say that's 70 just because I like even round numbers. 70%, I know everybody's going to criticize me for that, of consumers. That's the people who put money in your pocket. That's your customer. Say that their choice of who they buy from is influenced by where they can earn their points and rewards. Wow. 50% of consumers change their behavior to reach a higher tier. Isn't that amazing? On average, loyal customers are worth as much as 10 times as much as their first purchase. The average repeat customer spends 67% more. 49% of consumers agree they spend more after having joined a loyalty program. Ding! That's 1 in 2 people. 1 in 2 people say that they spend more once they join the program. 76% of consumers feel that it's part of their relationship with a brand. 83% said loyalty programs make them more likely to continue doing business. 74% have made purchasing decisions based on travel reward programs, and on and on and on and on it goes. And of course, that was put together by Invesp as an amazing graphic just to show us the absolute fact and statistics that reward programs and loyalty programs drive profitability like nothing else does. So all of these online stores, we've got Bloomingdale's, we've got Macy's, we've got all of these flight things and all of this stuff, right, with their loyalty cards. They're all maintained by that little card or that online portal, okay? And to communicate with them, you just simply put your rewards card number in. But online, when you have an online business like we do, okay, online customers are maintained via their mailing list. And that's online, don't dishear me. Online also includes American Express. Have you ever got an Amex award email in your inbox? Of course you have. Have you ever got an airline flight deal? Of course you have. Have you ever got an email about a special promotion that the retailer that you belong to is running this weekend? Of course you have. All right. So anybody that has a business online, which is pretty much everybody in the whole world these days, when you're online, the customer loyalty programs are maintained via a mailing list. Does it make sense? Right. Via an email in the inbox. Okay. All revolving around a mailing list. Okay. So the trouble we have when we're in the online marketing space, when we're online marketers, in other words, we don't have an airline, we don't have a hotel that you can go and check into, or a coffee shop I can go and get a refill. All we have is that mailing list. And here's the problem. Because if all you have is a way of contacting people is an email inbox mailing list, you face an amazingly common problem called burnout. List and customer burnout. See, Starbucks don't have customer burnout because a customer wants a Starbucks, they go down and they pull out the card. Now, Starbucks may send them an email and say, hey, we've got a special promotion, all right, but they have a second way of interacting with that customer, and that is over the counter serving the coffee. An airline doesn't face customer burnout. Because sure, they send you an email with a special, but then to complete the transaction, you go in and you speak and you fly and you go to your destination. You have a conclusion, right? But when all we have is online, this customer burnout is huge because we send somebody an email and say, hey. We send them another email and say, hey. We send them another email and we say, hey, how about that? How about this one? Look at this that we're offering. We've got this, we've got that, we've got that. And what happens then is they reach for the unsubscribe button. Why? Why is that a reality? Because they are faced, like you and I are, with hundreds and hundreds of these every single day. Every single day. Okay? And the problem is the unsubscribe button means that customer is lost and gone forever. So you might unsubscribe from the Starbucks emails, but you still have the card and you go back down there and fill it up. Does that make sense? The people's inboxes are just getting flooded. So what are we going to do about that? How are we going to take that issue and turn it into the rewards program that keeps people begging and ultimately eager to see those emails from you? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. See, regular businesses don't have the issue, as we said, of burnout via email communication, because they simply have a different way of interacting. But when all we have is the email, we face that problem. With that loyalty card in your hand, you can go and shop at anywhere, all right, and still maintain your relationship with your provider. But when all you have is that email, and the email comes tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, the unsubscribe link is so easy to click and they're gone, they're done. So we want to change that. Now, I want to come back to that infographic and just one thing. 83%, I know that's a bit blurry, sorry, I blowing it up from there, but 83% of customers said that loyalty programs make them more likely to continue doing business with certain companies. See, loyalty equals profit and retention. And that's what we're here to talk about. So remember our goal. Now, guys, I know that I've been talking for a while, and thank you so much. But remember our goal. My goal for you is simple. We want to create more money, more time, more success, more freedom. We're doing it. We're talking about customers and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to refocus there for a second, okay? Because there's a few other little technical things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. So who's heard of a funnel? Does everybody know what a funnel is? And no, it's not something you use to fill your gas tank or transfer your milk from the big carton to the glass. It's not. I'm talking about a sales funnel. What is a sales funnel? All right. And if I can see some people busily typing, I appreciate it. A sales funnel, very simply, is I guess a demonstration of taking people through from traffic. You know, we've gone out and we've run a campaign, to leads, you know, so they've opted in, they've got something there. They become prospects, maybe they're interested, and now they become customers. Okay, that's a sales funnel. And then from there, we go into a new kind of funnel. All right. And the funnel that I wanted to talk about very quickly is called a funnel of escalation. Who's heard of a funnel of escalation? Sometimes called a ladder of escalation. For those, I'll run through it quickly. Again, not to bore you guys. So a funnel of escalation looks like this, where we might have something at the beginning and we're targeting towards that high profit sale at the back. So we start with maybe a free opt-in, you know, drop your name and email address in and get a free whatever. Okay, and then you might show them something that's a $7 offer. This is in our industry, it's called a tripwire. I hate that term, but it's kind of called, that's what it's called, so I guess we have to stick with it. It's like it's an early introduction. It's like, hey, thanks very much for dropping in your details. Look, we give you a lot of value just to show you that we're really good at what we do, and it's going to cost you $7. Well, it's an easy sale, right? So you deliver a lot of value, it costs $7, and now we're into what we call that funnel of escalation. And you'll see that the numbers on this funnel, you can see the kind of starting at the bottom here and going up. This is the big pool, and less people will take this option and less people will take that option. And what you're working towards is here. Because did you know that the business class travelers, even though there's only 20 seats in the plane, make up 90% of the profitability of that plane? The plane flies for the business class travelers because they are the ones that stack the cash in. Everybody else is just filling the seats, right? This is where the profit comes from. Okay, so this funnel of escalation, we start with a free opt-in. We've given them amazing value for $7, and then we go into the next one is maybe our $39 product. This might be our kind of our bread and butter product. This is what we're really well known for. Then we might have a pro version of that. Okay, so hey, thanks very much for being one of our great customers. We do have a pro version now. I know it's not for everybody, but this is what it does, and more people will take that. Okay, so that free lead now has brought us in, you know, a couple of $100. We're up to 250-ish, somewhere there. All right, and the next level might be something that we've done for you. Okay, so it's like well, you've got everything that we've got. Now we're going to make it really easy and offer you this kind of whole bundle package together. All right. And less people will take that, but the profitability is going up. Okay. And then the final step might be something like a 2997 coaching program. We get everybody together for a weekend. Can you see that we're not necessarily going for the leads here? We're going for the 2997 coaching, and it's just an escalation. But here's what's really important. You need to treat these two different levels of customers differently. Is that right? The people that pick up the free lead from you, okay, will drop into your sales and your automation, receive an email, receive a sequence of emails, a series of emails, leading them onto the next product, talking to them about different things. The ones that have the 2997 coaching, they might get a phone call from you. You might be spending a whole weekend with them at a retreat. Can you see what I mean? You treat them differently. Now, I know for a fact that hand on heart, I'm going to say that every customer is a customer, all right? And I believe that from the bottom of my heart. But your interaction with that customer is different. Is that fair? If your customers are paying you $100, okay, versus the customer that's paying you $10,000, you're going to spend more time with the $10,000 customer. That's just economics, okay? And that needs to be the case. You don't want to not be able to service this customer because you're giving all your time down here. All right? So these two people and these two levels of customers are treated differently. And again, coming back to our Starbucks or airline rewards program, the gold frequent flyers have a priority check-in. Guess what? It keeps them coming back. Right? The gold level at Starbucks has your drink ready for you before you even get there every time in the morning. They keep you coming back. Right? This gold level customer, they need to be treated differently. So right now, I'm going to show you, we've talked about this, guys. So we've talked about customers and loyalty, getting people to come back, spend more money with you, build up that profit. And I'm going to show you right now this amazing system. It's a system that's already brought in 11,000 new leads and increased the income by 90,000. That's pure profit in just 6 months for one person, for one of the users in 6 months. Welcome to Reward Leads. This is our completely unique customer loyalty and sales automation program called Reward Leads. And I'm going to walk through absolutely everything with this program with you. What we talked about was exactly the whole series here, being able to reward people and get them to take action and make them look forward to that email from you instead of hitting the unsubscribe button. Because we can show you how. You'll be able to reward people for simply the following things. Taking action on a link you send them. So you send them out an email and it's got a link. We can give them a point for clicking on that link, or 10 points, or whatever you decide. Buying something from you. They go into the next level. We should talk about getting the gold level or whatever. Buying something else you recommend. Maybe you've got an affiliate program that you're running. There's another matching offer. They buy that. You can reward them for that. Okay? Attending a webinar that you put on. Just by attending, they get up to the next level. Or how about this one? They can become the next level just by referring a friend. We're going to give you this system that does this to your inbox. And does this for every single customer that you are going to bring on from today forward. Because if you can reward people, build them through levels, get them committed to you as a brand, they're not going to go anywhere else. And instead of clicking on that unsubscribe button, they're going to be eager to get your emails each and every time. And here's the secret, okay? Here's the secret. Remember I said there was a secret to an instant 400% increase in your profit. And this is the secret. Get people to come back twice as often, spend twice as much, and bring a friend. If you can drive that, and that's what every loyalty program on the planet is built to do. Get people to come back twice as often, spend twice as much, and bring a friend. That's what we're going to help you with. All right? So we're going to show you how you can work this through so that all of this reward system is automated. And not only that, we're going to show you an amazing automation program completely for your marketing so that you can treat those two different levels of customers differently. So that when somebody watches that particular webinar, they go up to the next level and you can automate the entire process. So maybe you can advertise specific customers to specific products. You can match people with Facebook audiences, and we're going to show you how it's all automated. We're going to do this with lists, customers, databases, audiences on Facebook, and we're going to do it right now with you live using this amazing program called Reward Leads. So let's go and check it out. and we're going to jump straight into our dashboard. Now, this is a live account, so you're going to see some information. Please forgive me here for editing out names, etc., and emails just for privacy. But this is super easy to set up, and this is the system that's going to drive profitability like you've never seen before and get people to really seek out your emails. Instead of clicking on that unsubscribe, they're going to be looking for your name so that they can find your email in their inbox and get their next levels of rewards. So let's start. So we've got a whole bunch of things to show you, but I'm going to remember what we've talked about. Remember, we've talked about increasing that customer loyalty, getting people to want to hear from you, getting people to want to spend more with you. All right, that's what we're going to talk about. And of course, I said it before, but just to keep us on the same path, to make sure we're looking at this as a method of achieving those goals. How do we make more money? How do we get more freedom and time and all of those things? This is the system that we're talking about. It's the first of its kind, built for digital marketing and building in customer loyalty, which we've already shown us how important it is, and marketing automation. So there's lots and lots of things to cover off with you. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this incentives area. So we're going to go over here. Now, how easy is it to create an incentive? And you can see a few things we've got set up there already. If you achieve a certain amount of points, you get a Skype call, you get a training method, you get a free book, and it's simple and easy. So you can find an incentive might just be a new level, all right? So let's say, for example, if we are going to create a new level called the VIP Club, all right? And we're going to say if you reach 500,000 points, or let's just say 50,000 points, okay, you're going to be part of the VIP Club. Now, whatever we put in here, it's going to come through in a beautiful email. So we'll show you how it's going to look. So it'll be, congratulations on achieving VIP. Okay, now we want a nice looking picture here, so let's go and choose one. There we go. How about that? A nice VIP club card, all right? So they're going to get this as part of their email. Congratulations on achieving VIP. And then we just literally say where we want them to go to claim. What about if you wanted to give them a gold pass or something along that line? You could literally do that right here, and you could make it look like however you wanted. So you have this gold card, and all of these images are just available online, by the way. What about a gift voucher? So that's a great one. So what if we said, if you spend X amount, or if you buy a certain product, we'll give you a $100 voucher. All right, so we set our points level, or we say it's a particular buying product. All right, so we might say if you buy this X product, so we say, Webinar Geo as an example, okay, we're going to give you this $100 voucher. Congratulations on getting your voucher, etc. You're going to design this however you want to. And then we go and grab that file. There we go, there's our $100 coupon. And again, I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. And they get this awesome looking coupon. Now, again, these are just images. You choose your own images from wherever. But how easy is that, all right? So now we've got an incentive set up. We've got our $100 voucher or our VIP club or something like that. Now what we want to be able to do is set up what we call, so that's an incentive. We want to be able to set up a trigger. So let's go and have a look at what we have as triggers. So let's have a look. Let's create a new trigger and we'll show you what it means. So we could give this a trigger. We want to say, for example, let's say on a webinar registration. Okay, so what type? It's a webinar. All right, so what type of webinar? You're going to obviously have yours loaded in there. And then we're going to say, when they register for the webinar, do what? So we want to say, well, do we want to add some points to the level? Yeah, absolutely. How many points are we going to add? Let's say 1,000. So they get 1,000 points for registering for the webinar. What else can we do? Let's have a look. They spend a certain amount of money. Okay, how much? $200. What happens then? They send an incentive. Which incentive? The $100 voucher that we just set up. Can you see how easy it is? What else do we want to do? We want them to refer a friend. So refer a friend. Okay, if I can spell. There we go. Now what is it? Recommend a friend. What do we want them to do? Send an incentive. What do they get? The book that we set up, the beautiful printed book. Okay? Or change their level, boost them up, give them, so when they get X amount of points, they become VIP, all that kind of stuff. Can you see how easy it is? Now, there's one I haven't shown you here, because I'm going to come back to it just after a little bit, but let me just click on it here. What do we want to do? Now, I'm going to come back to this. Add them to a custom audience, or add them to a mailing list. Now, I'm going to come back to that in just a second. So what have we done so far? We've created an incentive. All of our incentives are in there. Okay, we've got all of our things that we're happy to give away, a phone call, a point, we can add more, do all that sort of stuff. We've got our triggers. When this happens, when they buy that, when they click on this, how does that work? All right. Now, we can see very quickly, again, I'm going to block this out for privacy, but you can see the purchases that have been made and by who and for how much. So you can see where they've got it from, okay? You can add in all of the different products there. So we're going to add in all of the products, an affiliate product you're promoting, a webinar that you've got going on, a promotion that you've got running. You can add your products in here, all right? And if I come back to my dashboard, as I said, this is a live thing. So again, forgive me blocking out for privacy, but you can see that just since we've been running this, look at these particular people have spent $4,000 and $4,000 with it. They've made over 190 purchases or 220 purchases. Now, these are people, if somebody's buying something from you in the digital space, they've bought over 200 things from you, all right? Or you can see the highest profitability ones. This is why the system works so beautifully well, because people now are getting an email and they're excited about it. They're like, yes, I get to the gold level, the VIP, I get that special bonus. I want my $100 gift card. Can you imagine if you offered somebody a $50 gift card on your next digital purchase for referring a friend? All right, and your next product happens to be $59 or whatever. They get their $50 card, they pick up that amazing product and they just have to spend $9. But imagine if they get 100 points and they go up to gold club level. All right. Now, I said I was going to talk about the automation side a little bit more. So let me show you what happens here, and I'll go across here to integrations because this is really cool. So from integrations, we're going to look at the custom audiences, okay? Custom audiences. And we can have all of our Facebook custom audiences, and I want to show you how it works. So let me go over here, and we'll go across to Facebook. And I've got all my custom audiences. Now you can see I'm logged in Steve's account because we're working this together. All of our custom audiences here. And we can see we've got upwards of 11,000 people, 17,000 people here. So we've got custom audiences. And how are these audiences being created and why is that important? Because do you remember I said about in the funnel and I showed you need to treat the two people differently? So let me see if I can grab that. I'm going to go back a few slides. This one. So we can immediately put people into different audiences based on their behavior with us. So we don't want to keep showing this person the $7 offer, do we? No, of course we don't. We want to show them only what's relevant to their spending level and to their level within the funnel. So we can say once they've bought the $7 offer, don't show them that ad anymore. Once they bought the $39 product, don't show them that ad anymore. Okay, so we can control what we're showing people via advertising by simply using our triggers within the rewards lead system. Can you see how powerful that is? All right, so you can set up, again, I'm jumping around a little bit here, but let me show you. So we want to set up, for example, they buy the $39 product. We want them to immediately go into a different Facebook audience. So I'll come across here to triggers and I'm going to create a new trigger and I'm going to show you how we set this up. So we say funnel level 3, okay? So when they purchase or when they get to a particular point, so let's say that they've they've reached a goal, which we set at a product. So they buy X product, they get 1,000 points, great. So 1,000 points, fantastic. And what do we want to have happen now? We want to add them to a custom audience, okay? So we want to choose, add them to a custom audience. Which one are we going to choose? One of the ones we've got set up, and remove them from another one. So take them out of the $39 product list and put them onto the $70 product list. So when we're setting up our ads in Facebook, now we're showing the right level of funnel to the right people. We're showing the VIPs, the VIP offers. We're showing the basic level people, all of the offers above them. We can control. Now, why is that important? Because it means that every dollar you're spending in your advertising, you're targeting the right people. All right. So this is the Facebook automation. But what about the lists? All right. So a mailing list. So I've got all my different autoresponders linked into here into the system. When they do a particular thing, buy a product, fill in refer a friend, watch a webinar, achieve the points, reach a level. When they do this thing, add them to this list. Okay, so you can add people to a specific mailing list that has a pre-targeted follow-up system. So imagine they buy a coaching program from you. You can have them automatically added to that coaching program list and then automatically sent the coaching program modules via the autoresponder. So the marketing automation is massive. When people reach a certain level, do something specific with them so that we can treat them differently. So where are we up to? What have we done so far? We've made sure that people are looking forward to our emails. I want the points. I got to get to the next level. I will get up to gold level or VIP. I want my voucher. They're looking. We've set up incentives so that we can have all of these different things that people can achieve. And I have to tell you, the more things you can add in, the more they'll have. You have your own login so that people, when they get to log in, they can see what level they're up to. They can see what how much they've got to go on to the next one. Okay? You'll get to, you can log in your triggers. So when this happens, add them to a list, take them off a Facebook audience. And it's all done within this system. And it's all done via this area, the webhooks area. All right. And the webhooks, you can see we've got all of the different things in there like PayPal and JVZoo and Convertri, Zaxa and PayKickstart. So all of the shopping carts and ClickBank. And then we've got WooCommerce and Samcart. All right. And we've got Stripe. So anybody that buys via PayPal or Stripe, or even just a claim URL. So people that are literally going to a specific URL so you set it up as their delivery. Does that make sense? So you say, come and opt into this book. They go to a particular URL. It tracks that they've done it. So you've got all of those systems set up. And the branding, you can create your own name. So you can call it, you can see we've called it Steve Benz Rewards, but you can call it whatever. You can call it the Digital VIP Club, or you can call it Richard's Long Lost Customers, or however you want that to happen. Now you can start with nothing, or you can start with an existing customer list. All right, so you can literally import your existing customers and put them all at a specific level. So if you've got a list of people, you can bring them straight into the system. All right, so you can start your loyalty club program now with the customers that you have. And don't worry, if you don't have any customers, you can build it straight away with Facebook audiences because this system links back in. So you can build your existing customer list from day one with the reward system in place. Isn't that awesome? This is the program that's been built specifically for people who are marketing online and to create that amazing loyalty that other businesses have, the airlines and the coffee shops and the retailers, the hotels and the financial institutions. Now we can play on the same field. We can kick off or eliminate that unsubscribe button methodology because every time people are getting an email from us, they're one step closer. They get the gold stamp, they get the voucher, they get the credit. All right? That's what we've created with Reward Leads. And that's why it's such a powerful system. Every single customer you bring in can now be slotted into this rewards program. And what are we trying to achieve? We're trying to get them to come back twice as often, spend twice as much, and bring a friend. That's what we wanted to create instantly with this program. So they can come back twice as often and get their rewards. They spend twice as much because they can see they're getting something back as a result. And they bring a friend because they get up to go to the next level. They get their next incentive. By doing that, that's what we've created in Reward Leads and the massive power. As we said, 11,000 leads in just 6 months and over $90,000 of additional income just with using the system in the last 6 months. Absolutely unbelievable. This is Rewards Leads, guys. This is how easy it is to set up and how simple it is to configure. All right, so I'm going to skip back through Rewards Leads. And I want to just come back to this one for a second. It rewards people for doing the following things. Taking action on a link you send them, buying something from you, buying something you recommend, attending a webinar, referring a friend. Every time you're sending something to these people, you can be rewarding them for it. All right? Kicking out the need for that unsubscribe button because people are looking for your emails. And as I said, that instant 400% increase in profit. I did my maths wrong. That's why I'm online. It should be 800%. Twice as much, twice as often, bring a friend, it's 800%. Okay? And that automation is unbelievably powerful. Being able to send people to a specific audience or follow them up with a tailored follow-up plan depending on where they are in your system. Okay? And you can have that all running on autopilot. 100 new leads come in a single day and every single one of them gets the right email, gets the right offers shown to them, gets the right follow-up system. That's the power of marketing automation. Okay? As Ryan Dye said, Ryan, who runs Digital Marketer, one of the most successful online marketing portals that we've seen in the last decade. Ryan is the founder of Traffic and Conversion Summit, the biggest online summit in the world, held every year. Ryan said, the business who can pay the most for their customer and escalate them through a funnel to maximum profitability will always win. Now, that's a bit of a mouthful, but basically what he's saying is if you can capture someone and walk them through that funnel of escalation and keep them loyal to you, you can afford to go out and get more customers no matter what the front end costs. So even if it costs you $5 more than they make you on that front sale, if you've got that program in place that escalates them through, you can be making $1,000 and $2,000 and $3,000 per customer in the back end purely from the automation that we have in the system. And that's what Reward Leads does for you guys. This is the system that has been built, and it's been built to be amazing. So let me just jump back to the dashboard one more time. It's so easy to set up. You can track all your statistics. You can change your branding. You have your own system. Everybody knows where they're up to. They can see exactly how many points they've got and how many they need to get to the next level. Every time an email hits their inbox, they're excited to get that email from you. Isn't that amazing? Wouldn't you rather be looking at an email thinking, wow, I can't wait to get hold of the next one, rather than always looking for the unsubscribe? And better yet, thinking about you as a business owner. Wouldn't you rather be pushing send thinking that everybody on the list is going to forward it on to someone, that they're going to refer others, that my list is going to grow, rather than, oh my God, I wonder how many people I'll lose this time around? See, Reward Leads is built specifically to help you grow. And I want a little bit of feedback, guys. So we're a fair way in now. What is it, about 50 minutes in? I just want to find out how you feel. Like, we talk about these amazingly powerful companies and growing that loyalty base using the systems that are in place. And I want to get your feedback here. Like, just if you're liking what you see so far, just drop a wow. If you think it's great, drop a great. Like, let me know. If you're looking at this system, seeing how you can immediately see a massive impact and benefit to your business, let me know. Look, whoa, I'm seeing wows, I'm seeing great, I'm seeing dollar signs. Thank you, appreciate that. Fantastic, awesome. Okay, cool. Phew. I'm glad you guys can see the benefit of what we're talking about here. Wow, thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm loving the feedback. Keep it coming, guys. As I said, it's scrolling so fast. I'm having trouble keeping up. Look at all that positive. You guys can see the benefit, right? Nothing like this has existed for digital businesses up until now. This is something of unbelievably massive value. Being able to increase customer spend. So let me just ask you guys, you don't have to type anything in the chat box here. Do you think using a system like this, you would be able to increase your customer spend? If you feel like typing yes, type yes. I kind of know the answer, so you don't have to. But if you're feeling it, if you feel like, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Walt, just either nod. I won't be able to see you nodding, I promise. But, nod. Feel like it's okay. I'm seeing yeses, so that's great. If you feel like typing yes, type yes in here. Will this system increase your customer spend? All right? Do you think that this program would be able to bring people back to you more often? All right? Do you think that would be a reality? Do you think it would improve your marketing automation, being able to literally target your advertising and your follow-ups to people at the right level? Do you think that would be helpful in the system? Is that something that you could see a massive benefit from? Again, nod, smile, drop a yes in, whatever you think. Do you think that this program would help you with what we outlined there called funnel escalation, being able to take someone all the way through from that initial contact with you to a customer and then to a higher level customer? Do you think it would help? Can you see how that would work in your business? Do you think it would reduce subscriber burnout? I can tell you categorically, not only does it reduce the burnout, but it increases the referral. Never have I seen a program before where customers on an email list are referring others. It's amazing. Do you think it would reduce the burnout? Do you think people would be looking for your email rather than looking for the unsubscribe link? All right. Do you think it would reduce the burnout? Again, I'm seeing yeses, guys. I'm so thankful. I'm not acknowledging those. They're flying through the chat box. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeses and ones. I'm seeing that coming through. But if you're sitting there nodding and smiling, then we're on the right page, okay? I'm asking, do you think, as we looked at those goals, bringing in more money, bringing in more success and time and all of the things that we said that we were going to provide in this webinar, do you think that this system would go a ways to achieving that? Would you be able to create more income by using a program like this? Would you be able to, look at those points above, increase the customer spend, bring them back more often, improve the offers that they see, build them up into more successful customers, reduce the burnout and the attrition? Do you think those things would help you achieve what we set out to? More money in the bank account. Let's be real. As we said at the start, that's the primary. Okay, do you think what we've shown would go a ways to helping that? I'm not saying it's the end of the solution. You need to have lots of other things in place, right? I know that. I'm a smart guy too. But do you think that this system would just add that one more notch on the belt, one more thing that works and helps you build a successful business? If you're sitting there thinking yes, as I did when I first saw this program with Steve, nearly a year ago, as we first talked it through, I look at this program and I think, you know what, finally, in the digital marketing space, we have the ability to compete with the kind of the loyalty and building that tribe of followers using a program that really has had blood, sweat, and tears poured into it and has amazing results already. So I hope that you guys are sitting there thinking yes, as I am. So let me ask you this. What do you think it's worth to be able to create a tribe of loyal customers that buy from you again and again and again, that refer other people, that stay with you no matter what? What do you think it's worth to an online business? Guys, can you just give me a dollar figure? Like, I can almost feel you guys go, oh, I don't want to tell you. Well, because then you'll charge me or no. Guys, we've got an amazingly special offer I'll go through in a minute. That's already set in stone. But what do you think that it's worth to have this to an online business? Look, I'm seeing priceless, tens of thousands of dollars, 100,000 at least. Wow, that's nice. Thank you for that. Thousands, the sky's the limit. I'm seeing a sky's the limit. Great. Dollar signs, cool. Lots of zeros. I'm hoping that's thousands, not just zeros dropping in there, David. So zeros, dollar signs, sky's the limit, cool, I'm seeing that. At least one more sale a month, cool. I don't know what your sale level is, but that's awesome. So you think it's worth thousands of dollars? Do you think it's worth a customer brand? Like, what's a customer worth if you can take them through a funnel? What's a customer worth to keep them? If it costs you $5 to get a customer and then, you can sell to that customer again and again, what do you think it's worth to a business? Would it be worth $5,000? Would it be worth $10,000? Or as we're seeing in the chat box there, the sky's the limit. $10,000 a month. Right? $10,000 a month to a business easily with a subscriber base. If you got that growth, look at just that one example in the last 6 months, adding 11,000 subscriber leads and over $90,000 worth of additional income with just one example, right? That's what it's worth in real numbers and in realistic returns. What do you think it's worth to an online business? So now, guys, this is not what you guys are going to get, but normally, reward leads. The complete package is going to be $97 a month. This is not what you're going to pay, all right? But normally it's $97 a month, which works out to be just over $1,100 a year. Now, $97 a month to add $90,000 a year, hell yeah, man. Where do I sign? I want that all day, every day. But you guys are in for something special because that's not what this webinar is all about. In fact, I'm about to just blow you away with what we've created here for you as a very, very special offer on this whole system. I'm sure, as you've seen, walking all the way through the value of this program, the unbelievable value of being able to take someone through and keep them as a loyal customer that buys from you to get that next level, that opens the email or comes to the webinar just to get onto the gold or the VIP list, right? The unbelievable value. At $97 a month, which is what it normally sells for, reward leads is a huge value of a program, okay? But that's not what is here for you guys. And we're going to give you something super special as well. So I haven't told you what your deal is yet. But before I do that, as part of this whole program, as part of this special that we've put together for you, you're also going to receive some extra stuff that really adds to the value of this, okay? You'll get our custom audiences special training. Worth $67. We'll show you how to use those custom audiences within Facebook to really make sure that you're getting a return every time you run a Facebook ad. We're going to give you what we call small audiences special training. How to use micro audiences to achieve macro results. All right, you could run just with this training and add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your income, just what we cover in there. We're going to give you what we call dimensionalize, the high-end training, being able to get a customer to come back more often and spend more with you. A special training program specifically on that so that you can take reward leads and use it to build into those $1,000 customers and those $4,000 and $5,000 customers as we've done. The affiliate sales guide, how to use this program with your affiliate systems so that you can not even have a product of your own, but how you can use this loyalty program and build it into promoting any product on the web. All right, we'll cover that with you. Our Project X case study. Now, this alone is worth nearly $500. Why? Because it's a step-by-step case study of exactly how to implement this system and build from nothing all the way through to thousands of dollars a month in online income. Okay, now would that be worth it to you? If nothing else, that case study alone is worth nearly $500 because of the value that it produces. And this is all included. All right. Our special webinars, we've got webinars for maximizing your reward leads purchase instantly. If you grab this program with this special offer, you will get access to these webinars. We'll show you exactly how you can maximize this. And that whole package worth nearly $1,000 is part of what we're going to be giving for you. Okay. So let's have a look. As I said, normally, this is $97 a month without those bonuses, but $97 a month or just over $1,100 per year, and so worth it for a business, right? So worth it. But this is the special deal for you guys. Your special pricing, it's not $97 a month and it's not $1,164 a year. You get everything, your entire rewards leads package, everything I've shown you, the ability to brand it, the ability to have all your leads coming in and linked in with the triggers and everything, providing the incentives, all of those bonuses, the training on how to set up your audiences, absolutely everything. And you get it for just $197. Now wait a second, before you go anywhere else. If you're taking action now, this will blow you away because this is what we're doing. We're scrubbing out the per year. You get the entire system for just a $197 cost. One time. For $197, you get reward leads to use in your business every day. Wait, what? What? A single cost. It's called a charter license, and we are only doing it right now in this special offer. $197, one-time cost. You get to use this system in your business with every lead that comes through from now on in, and it's a $197 cost once. No ongoing fees. And if that sounds something that you would be excited about, we're going to talk it through. So you receive nearly $1,000 worth of bonuses and training just because you're here, taking action, stepping forward. We want to make sure this works for you, okay? You don't ever pay a monthly or a yearly fee, saving you over $1,100 each and every year. So this system will continue to build, continue to grow, and you've got it locked in at a one-time cost. You get the whole system as a charter license for just one investment of $197. And if that's your kind of thing, this is your time. You need to go to rewardleads.co.charter. Take a note of it there, rewardleads.co/charter, CHARTER. A charter license is a license that a software company opens up to a very exclusive group of people as they hit the market. You get that charter license and you get to have reward leads working for you from this point on. rewardleads.co/charter. Okay? Has everybody written that down? We'll make sure we've got it in the note. rewardleads.co/charter. Now, let me cover a couple of questions that we absolutely have to cover off with you. Do I have to pay for updates? No, not at all. We've got you covered. All your updates are included. Your $197 one-time cost will get you every version of reward leads from this day forward. Anything we add to the program, you get it. Question 2, is my data secure? Yes, all the data is encrypted, and you can also anonymize your data as well. All right, either on a timing base or by a backup, but it's all encrypted and you can also anonymize it. So all of your leads and your data and information is encrypted. Will I be charged to renew? No. You're not going to be hit with another fee next year. You don't have to pay anything next month. This is an offer for a one-time cost. A special charter license only available right now. Does it work with physical products? Yes. You can set any URL as your delivery point. So you can send out a physical product, a book, a coffee cup, a t-shirt, and include in that a little slip that says to claim your reward, go to. Okay, so you can have anything there. Are there any upsells? This is an important one. Yes, there are. There are a couple. There's additional levels for our pro and agency level accounts. Now, I need to be clear. Those upgrades, if you choose to take them, are not compulsory. Everything I've shown you is included in your reward leads purchase, that $197 cost. If you decide you want the extra functionality with pro and agency, I don't have time to go through that, but if you want to grab it, you'll see it. When you grab that rewardleads.co/charter, you'll see the pro and agency level. Obviously, the agency level lets you then sell this product and bring in your own customers and keep the profits. All right. And the pro level adds some awesome, cool stuff as well. But I didn't want to show you that because I want you to show you everything that you get for that $197. But yes, there are a couple of upgrades. If you choose to take them, you can. The prices will vary on those upgrades. Now, I'm not mentioning the prices because during this launch, they'll go up. So whatever time you see them, that's the cheapest they'll be. They are rising in price all the time. Okay? So there's a couple of upgrades there if you choose them. Is there a guarantee? Yes, absolutely. You're covered by our money back guarantee. We want to make sure this works for you. All right? And that's for 60 days. No quibbles, no questions. And that makes sure that if you're having troubles, you just engage with the support desk, all that kind of stuff. The details there on the page as well. But yes, you're covered. We don't want this to be a risk for you. We're launching this with fireworks and a boom. We want to make sure that you're happy. So we've got that in place just so that you can feel safe, all right? But we want to make sure that this is the best single purchase that you will ever make online, all right? So you need to go. It's rewardleads.co/charter. Make sure you're hitting that link. And this is my last slide, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really need to stress this carefully. These charter licenses are like gold, all right? They will never be offered again. They are literally only for this special event. If you would like to have a system that can grow your business, like the Starbucks rewards card, or the Amex frequent flyers, or the airline miles, or the Hilton loyalty club, if you'd like a system working for you every day that you have customers online, and if you haven't got your first one, from that first one, bring them in, get them to refer others, and stay loyal to you from now on in, now is your time. It's rewardleads.co/charter. You need to go there. You need to lock in this charter license. This is a one-time cost and it will not be repeated. There's also all of those bonuses for the people who are taking action. You've got all of the training on how to use special audiences. You've got the webinar training. You've got the affiliate system training as well, worth nearly $1,000. And you're going to save $1,100 a year. That's over $5,000 in the next 5 years alone. Plus, you're going to add a business system to your bottom line that's going to help you grow. It's going to help you become more profitable. And it's going to help you achieve those goals that we set out at the start. And now it's your time. rewardleads.co/charter. And I want you guys to go in there and take action on this now. Because this is the time you get to lock in the extremely limited charter licenses, which means you never have to outlay again. All right? Go and grab it. rewardleads.co/charter. If you're just getting started, you can tap into the webinars that we've got as bonuses, which will show you how to get it set up, which will help you really from the moment that you're in, help you build that tribe of loyal, fanatical followers that buy everything that you send them. Okay? But this is your time. And again, I'm so grateful for the chance to come and speak to you about this program. The moment I saw it a year ago with Steve, I asked him, can I be the one that presents it? All right, this is Steve Ben's program, but I'm so excited about it because I know what it means for online businesses to be able to put this kind of system in place. All right, and I'm so grateful for the chance to be able to come and speak to you and show me that you've heard by taking action. rewardleads.co/charter. Charter, CHARTER. Go and grab this phenomenal software and add it to your business right now. And you'll grab all those bonuses. They'll be waiting for you in the members area. Again, thank you so much. I know you could have been anywhere right now. You could, in the last hour, you could have been doing other things. And you chose to be here. Why? I think you chose to be here because you want to get ahead. You want to get further in front. That's why you signed up for the webinar. And I hope that we've shown you in this last hour that this program can assist your business and help you achieve those goals that we spoke of. Again, thank you so much for your time. Grab this link. It's on the screen right now, rewardleads.co/charter. And I look forward to seeing you inside of the Reward Lead system.